Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, St. Anne's Dwight Powell, promoted to ACP, moved to Police Commissioner's office. Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell, who headed the St. Anne Police Division for the past 4 years, has been promoted to Assistant Commissioner of Police and assigned to the Office of the Commissioner of Police, where he will be in charge of administration. Powell, who took command for St. Anne on January 25, 2021, handed over the reins to Deputy Superintendent Rowan Elliott on April as acting Senior Superintendent in charge of the parish. At the send-off for Powell, several dignitaries were in attendance, including Radcliffe and Norma Walters, Custos Emeritus and Emerita of St. Anne, Dr. Ransford Davidson, President of the St. Anne Chamber of Commerce, and Dr. Carl Archer, President of the North Jamaica Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, along with rank-and-file officers from the St. Anne Division. Powell departs at a time when St. Anne is experiencing a decline in serious crimes. The parish ended 2024 with a 34.5% reduction in serious crimes compared to 2023. The 51 murders recorded in the parish last year marked the lowest figure in the division in several years. From January 1 to April 2, there have been 12 murders in the parish, representing a 45% drop from the 22 reported during the same period last year. It has been a tremendous experience. I managed to forge greater partnerships between the police and the citizenry, Powell told the news. I focused on performance, discipline, and the welfare of personnel. In the area of performance, it was about crime, operations, and administrative management, especially our operational pursuits. In terms of those pursuits, we employed various strategies, including those handed down by the police high command. Powell said that over the course of his tenure, significant inroads were made in crime management within the division, resulting in reductions in major crimes, particularly murders. January 2026 trial for alleged Pathways killer. Andre Ruddock, the man accused of slashing a woman's throat during an alleged sacrificial ritual at a Pathways International Kingdom Restoration Ministries in St. James 3 years ago, is to be tried on January 7, 2026 in the Home Circuit Court. In the meantime, Ruddock was remanded on Wednesday after his plea and the case management hearing was scheduled to June 26. The defendant is charged with the murder of Tanika Gardner, 39, on October 17, 2021. Another man, Michael Brown, was also found dead on the premises of the church. Ruddock reportedly confessed to Gardner's murder. Both were members of the church, which was led by the late Dr. Kevin Smith, who died a week after the incident in a motor vehicle crash while being transported to Kingston to face the charges. Attorneys at law Anthony Williams and Venice Brown are representing Ruddock. Clarendon man charged with murder of Ocherius retiree found strangled at his home. A 23-year-old Clarendon man was on Tuesday charged by the police in St. Anne in connection with the November 2024 murder of a 72-year-old retiree who was tied up, strangled, and robbed at his home in Pyramid Point, Ocherius. He is Mark Hepburn of Buckner in May Pen. Killed was Alan Rattigan, who was found dead by his caregiver on Monday, November 18, 2024. Reports from the St. Anne's Bay Police are that around 10 p.m., Rattigan's caregiver stumbled upon his body with his hands and feet bound. A report was made to the police and Rattigan was taken to the hospital where his death was confirmed. According to the police, further investigations revealed that Rattigan had invited Hepburn and 4 other men to his home. During the visit, an altercation reportedly developed, during which Rattigan was allegedly strangled. An undetermined quantity of jewelry, a pair of shoes, and a mobile phone belonging to Rattigan were reportedly stolen during the incident. Hepburn was arrested and later charged following a question and answer session in the presence of 2 justices of the peace on Tuesday, April 8. His court date is being finalized. Mom facing sleepless nights after 13-year-old daughter goes missing. When Heidi and Williams and her teen daughter struck up a conversation while they made a dinner at the family's Clarendon home last Sunday, there was no sign of the looming heartache. Zaina Shaw, 13, a grade 8 student at Glenmore High School, also in Clarendon, aced her last round of exams with 10 A's and 2 C's and wanted her mother to be present when she collected her report card on April 17. She told me, "Mommy, you must dress up and come up at school next week because the 17th is report day," Williams recounted. However, hours later, Zaina vanished from her room without a trace. She was still missing up to late yesterday. Williams said that she discovered the 13-year-old missing shortly after 6 a.m. on Monday when she went to her room to wake her up for school, and she was not there, setting off a frantic search. "I went back to her room and she wasn't there. So I searched out the house, the entire yard and over the car wash, and still didn't see her," the distraught mother recounted. "It's a mother's worst nightmare. It is tough. It is hard not knowing where your child is," she added, noting that Zaina is a very good child. Williams said she noticed that Zaina's book bag and the school uniform, including a pair of socks, were still hanging on the clothesline outside. "I think maybe she went outside to take up the clothes and something happened. My daughter did not run away," she said. But Williams said she heard absolutely nothing and saw no sign of what befell her daughter, who had big dreams of becoming an airline pilot. "It feels very frustrating. Since Monday, I haven't slept since Monday. You know when you get a little doze and then you just jump up back? Right now, my nerves are bothering me," she said. Williams said her last interaction with Zaina was just before the 13-year-old returned to bed on Sunday, when she gave her lunch money and promised to comb her hair the following morning. "I did not see any sign that she was having trouble in the home. No sign of running away. Nothing like that," she insisted. Williams said she and her family are awaiting word from the Clarendon police, who have launched an investigation into the disappearance. Calls to Senior Superintendent Shane McCullough, commanding officer for the Clarendon police, went unanswered yesterday. JUTC reports a major decline theft of fuel. The Jamaica Urban Transit Company has reported a major decline in the theft of fuel at its Rockford and the Spanish Town depots over the last 4 months. The JUTC says strengthened internal controls and interagency collaboration with the Jamaica Constabulary Force have led to the reduction in unauthorized use of ultra-low sulfur diesel fuel. The company says that their combined efforts have resulted in multiple arrests and seizures of stolen diesel oil, helping to disrupt illegal activities and reinforcing fuel security at the depots. The JUTC says for the period December 2024 to March 2025, fuel consumption across the Rockford and the Spanish Town depots declined sharply, resulting in millions of dollars in savings. March figures showed that at the Spanish Town depot, there was usage of 95,466 liters, down from 254,576 liters in January. This is a reduction of 158,534 liters, which the JUTC says translates to a market value saving of approximately Jamaican $33.3 million. Similarly, the Rockford depot saw fuel consumption fall to 158,650 liters in March, down from 223,598 liters in December. This was a reduction of more than 64,000 liters. The JUTC anticipates that, should this trend continue, it will meet or exceed its goal of achieving a 50% reduction in fuel usage compared with the same period last year. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.